Welcome to Paybooks. In this video, we will see how you can submit your investment declaration. One of the most important steps for an employee at the beginning of a financial year or on joining an organization is to submit the investment declaration. As an assessee, you can choose between the new tax regime and the old tax regime depending on what is best suitable to you from the tax planning point. Please note, income tax will be computed based on the tax regime selected by you. If you select the old tax regime, you will get the exemption as per the declaration made by you. If you select the new tax regime, you will get only the exemption for 80CCD2 NPS declarations. Declare your investment details at the start of the financial year and submit the proofs at the year end by around December-Jan to preview the tax liability. On the home page of the Employee Self-Service Portal, you have various menus, and one of them is Tax Planning. Click on Tax Planning, click on View Summary and choose Tax Edit option. This is an interactive tax computation along with your declaration. Here you will be able to see the tax calculation for both the old and the new tax regime as per the latest income tax rules. This interactive tax calculator will provide details of what are the investments that are applicable under both the regimes. For easy access, we have divided the declaration into 5 different options: Section 10 and others, HRA, Chapter 6A deductions, interest on home loan and other, and previous employer income. Please note, standard deduction is automatically considered based on the income tax rules, and there is no need to enter any amount. Similarly, professional tax is also automatically considered based on the PT deducted in your salary. Against each option, you will see Click here to declare in blue. Click the same to update the declaration. We will now see how to submit your income tax declaration in easy and simple steps. Section 10 and others. Click to update the declaration towards all Section 10 exemptions except for house rent. All components under Section 10 will be displayed. If you want to avail the LTA exemption, then you will enter the amount under the plan at the time of declaration. During the proof submission time, you will attach the bills and enter the actual amount under actuals. For example, if you have declared 1 lakh in the beginning of the year, you will update 1 lakh in the plan column. And during the proof submission time, if your claim is 75,000, you will enter 75,000 in the actual column, and you will also attach the bills for 75,000 and click Save. Now coming to HRA. As per income tax rules, if an employee is staying in a rented house, the employee can get tax exemption for HRA by declaring the rent paid details. Once you click on HRA, you will be able to update the owner's information, that is the name, the address, and the PAN number. Owner's PAN number is mandatory if the monthly rent is more than Rs 8,333 per month. Update the rent amount, say April or the month you're availing the HRA, and for the balance amounts, the rent will be autofilled with the same amount till March. If there is any change in the rent amount, you can edit only from that particular month onwards. For the remaining months, you will have to key in the revised amount, say from Jan to March. Click on Save and your HRA is updated. All investments under Chapter 6A like NSC, PPF, home loan principal, mutual fund, medical insurance, etc. are allowed as deductions to get more tax benefit. Click on Chapter 6A deductions. Here you will see all the options available under Chapter 6A. We have also included the maximum eligibility allowed under the respective section. For example, for all line items under Section 80C, the maximum declaration allowed is Rs 1,50,000 either individually or collectively. Update the amount against the applicable investment head. As there are various limits under medical insurance premium, we have created separate sections for 80D. You need to carefully read the various options available under Section 80D and update the amount as applicable. Click Save. If employee has home loan, depending on the status of the house, the employee will be able to get the tax benefit. Click on Interest on Home Loan and Other to update the details. Under this, you have 3 options: income from other sources, income or loss from house property let out, and interest on home loan self-occupied. Update any income other than salary under income from other sources. Calculate the income or loss from house property as per the income tax guidelines and update the final value under income or loss from house property let out. If calculated value is income, then update the positive amount, and if it is a loss, update the negative amount. If you have home loan for self-occupied property, then update the total interest paid or payable under interest on home loan self-occupied. As per income tax rules, you will be eligible for benefits up to rupees 2 lakhs, and then click on save and your interest on home loan is completed. Last but not the least, previous employment income. If you have joined a company in between the financial year, it is important to declare the previous employer income with the current employer so that your taxes for the financial year is calculated appropriately. Update the three details from the final tax computation statement provided by your previous employer. 1. The previous employer income, that is after section 10, tax amount, which is the total tax deducted by your previous employer, then the PT amount, which is the professional tax deducted by your previous employer. Click on Save. Once you have updated all the 5 options, the tax calculator provides the tax calculation under both the old and the new regime. Carefully compare the total tax liability and select the appropriate checkbox to choose which tax regime you would like to select. As per the income tax rules, once you have opted the tax regime, you will not be allowed to change the same within the financial year. If you are opting for the new tax regime, majority of the declaration which you have submitted will be ignored. Click Save to complete the investment declaration. With this, you have successfully completed the investment declaration for the financial year. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day.